And good afternoon from a snowy New York City and from a sort of partly cloudy UK. Not live time and not live weather, but I do have to get the hell out of.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
Copy that, dispatch. I'm off because I have to deliver this to Brighton Airport in an hour, and there's not a lot of time, so there's just like about an hour to fly over there. I'm in the same place where I left the other time, where I wrecked that field that Sheepa that Sheepa mentioned, like my field, when I landed in the middle of this field, you know, and we had a really rough flight through a lot of rain. We managed to get to this little farmhouse here. And now we're going to try to take off from this farm. This is, EGZC Shutterwood Farm. I forget the name of it. And we're going to fly to Brighton, deliver this cargo hopefully in time. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to take off here. Here we go. Let's try it. Doesn't look like it's that far away, those trees. So hopefully this is enough airspeed. Alright, that's fine. The wind seems to be coming this way, but am I going to clear these trees? That's the first question. I'm just going to hope that I do, and yes. The wind is coming from that direction. I'm not going to put the flaps down just yet because very short takeoff there in this farm to the west of London we are. And we're going to take a bearing of around... I don't know, I think it's going to be around 120 to head to Brighton, so let me turn the lights on in here, see if where our bearing is, about 120 degrees we want. Okay, we're flying the wrong way now. So, okay, no, a bit back this way. And we're going to do this little Neofly cargo flight, light cargo flight, try to reach Brighton Airport in time. Okay, now I can put the flaps up. And continue this life as a working pilot, digital working pilot. You know, once in a while I like to switch around between games. And this particular one in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm current with this lovely utility called Neofly. I can be a working pilot. This is where I ended last time. I saved the data in a local MySQL data, not MySQL, but a SQLite database, I believe they use in my computer. It remembered that my plane was here before, and it gave me missions based on where my plane is, based on I don't even know if I put fuel in the plane. That's yeah, I added fuel to the plane. Good thing I remembered that, because ooh, all right, connection dropped there for a second, but now it's back. That's good. A little bit of yeah, so it remember where I was, and it gave me missions based on that, so it gives this sort of progression in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So you can be a cargo pilot, you can be an airline pilot, and we're having some sort of connection issues over here. It keeps coming back. Hopefully we're going to be able to stay in the air here, both digitally and in this simulated flight thing. Kind of annoying, but not much I can do about that. Okay, here in this digital UK simulation, very beautiful light. It's about between 10 and 11 in the morning. There's some broken clouds, so we're gonna be seeing a little weather, and we're gonna just stay in this bearing. We are where's our bearing? It's on the bottom top left over there, bearing 100, just over 100, 105, and this should take us all the way down to Brighton. Hopefully we'll make good time and get there before. Let's take a look now. Alright, I'm going to trim the plane up, and I'm going to release the controls, and I'm going to alt-tab here to the utility. This is the mission, okay. Parking brake, oh. What happened? It didn't pick it up. Oh, it is tracking me. I'm over there. Okay. Okay, I'm flying, and I have to get to the airport, and then that'll go green again, I hope. Okay, so there's no parking brake, so there's nothing to worry about that. I'm going a little off course, and you can see in this utility it's tracking me in real life, on a live map here of the UK, of a Bing's map. We are heading all the way down to Bournemouth, to Brighton, I mean. All right. And I'm going to alt-tab now to the game, and this should track me as we're flying over here. A pretty sunny day. I have my lovely bird 00-001 here with the little hearts added for to have a bit of a customized flight livery here for this very pretty Cessna 152. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day as well. Here in New York, as I said, it's snowy. In the real world, it's cold, but it's not Snowmageddon. It's not at the level of polar vortex Snowmageddon that we've had in the past, because you know the media likes to give these big names to these storms so that they can talk about it and make it sound more crazy and exciting than it really is. And sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. This time, you know, they what were they gonna call it? They keep using the word pummel, there's a storm that is pummeling the northeast United States. But you know, yesterday felt a little bit pummeling walking outside, but it wasn't, you know, I didn't feel like there was I was in a, you know, fight and someone was pulling me like in Jagged Alliance 2 when you fall down on the ground. Those enemies come and pummel you with their fists. I don't think the weather was pummeling us, but I wasn't outside all day, so I don't know. And I'm gonna stay kind of low here because you can see there's some low clouds here, and we're just gonna start to stay on this bearing and hope that we get there in time, because the mission is to deliver this mail before I think 2:53 p.m. Right now it's 2:06, so it's a ways to go. Okay, I have to go all the way down there. Hopefully I can make good time. And I'm just gonna do a straight shot, it's just under 2,000 feet here, to remain under this weather because I don't want to waste time climbing. And maybe I'll jinx myself and keep talking about the weather not pummeling the United States here, and instead the internet connection will get pummeled by some weather somewhere, and we'll be kicked out of the game. And if that's the case, that will be my excuse for not delivering the digital mail on time in this. We'll see what happens. Whether or not I get there in time to deliver this mail, I am going to beautiful green fields. Look at this. It's really a lovely scenery here. Whether or not I deliver that mail in time, I am going to, after I land in Brighton City Airport, I think it's called. Although on the Microsoft Flight Simulator it's called something else, called Shoreham or something. Whether or not I arrive there in time, after I land, I'm going to take off again, and I'm going to get a north heading, and I'm going to try to find my cousin, where my cousin lives in the UK in real life, near Haywards Heath, and we're going to try to do a landing there on his house, on his street, okay? And where Domit lives, we're gonna go try to land over there to see if we can find their place. I've never been there in real life, but I have the address. You know, I won't tell you exactly where it is, but I'll try to land in the vicinity. In the meantime, we'll keep flying over these beautiful green English hills, okay, English fields here. Very pretty landscape, this. The Cessna 152. If I manage to get in there in time for this particular mission, I will get, I think, 7,000 in-game dollars. That's fantastic. And slowly build up my little nest egg of digital money here, and potentially eventually get a Cessna Skywagon, whatever it's called, a plane that can fly further away and carry more cargo and all that good stuff. Okay, I can look around here, track IR, just take a look at where I am. Very nice sunlight coming here. I think it's between 10. We have a clock here in the game. Here's the clock. Yeah, it's getting close to, it's a quarter to 11 o'clock here in the digital rendition of the UK, based on the real world and this wonderful flight simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are well on our way to Brighton. Okay, that's what we're doing over there. Okay, we're gonna try to stay on that line, and in the meantime, if I alt tab here and I look at the NeoFly interface, it's tracking us in a Bing map. Here we are. We took off from this farm over here. We have some cargo, some letters, some mail. And we are headed straight to Brighton, a straight shot. Have to get there. We have 43 minutes to get there. I'm just gonna put, where's my power here? Mixture I think is rich, right? It's 100%, that's fine at this height. My power, yeah, I wanna leave, I don't wanna put in the red, okay, on the engine, but at the RPM I want to leave it pretty high because I just want to really get there in time if I can. I don't know if you don't get it in time, you just completely fail the mission, and I don't see any of that 7,000 digital dollars. But if that's the case, I'll just, you know, I'll just have to swallow my pride as a beginning digital commercial pilot here. I've taken photographers around to take pictures of landscapes, of landmarks. I've delivered, I think, a medic. I've landed in a field for someone who had an emergency operation, like an ingrown toenail. I had to land on a field and have a medic descend from the airplane. Then I did this crazy trip up to this farm in the middle of weather that I almost crashed. I could barely see like 100 feet in front of the airplane. Oh, a little bit of a freeze here. What's going on? Frozen. I don't know if you can still hear me. I don't know if it's my internet connection. I don't know if it's the game, but something froze right here, and I out-tabbed. I managed to see Neofly, but Microsoft Flight Simulator seems to have frozen. What the heck? I'll give it a second, see if it can go back or not. If it cannot, I might have to restart. Let me check my web connection here. Yeah. Looks like my Microsoft Flight Simulator crashed. Where are we? We're near Salisbury. Okay, maybe we can restart from Salisbury. Yeah, look at that. Totally froze. Got a task manager. Not responding. Too bad. I'm sorry about that, but I'll blame a Microsoft or a Sobo Studios. Or just the universe. Now, sometimes you can't really blame anyone. There's this complexity of all this software that we have running in our machines. It's more than a single person can get their head around. That's why you have different levels of abstraction. They're called in programming. You have, you can program in machine code, and you can like punch holes in a card and feed into a computer if you're back in the 1950s or late 40s, or you can do machine language as with binary ones and zeros, and then you have like low level languages like C and stuff like that, and all the way up to Objective-C and Python and more higher level languages, and all these are different layers of abstraction which abstract away the complexity of the lower level languages. So basically these video games now, where it's like we're like on the shoulders of many different giants, and we're all balancing very precariously on each other's shoulders here, and sometimes something goes wrong and there's a crash and we have to restart. So that's just the way things are. The Matrix has me. Hey Sheepa, how are you? How are you feeling, man? I can't believe that. I was enjoying that flight. It was pretty, and it crashed. So let's try again. I'm gonna out tab here to the. It just. So our plane was there. This is a good question. What will happen with Neofly? Let me stop it and restart. What happens with Neofly if Microsoft Flight Simulator crashes? Does it just put you back where you started, or does it say you crashed? That wouldn't be fair. Okay, I think it's gonna be where I started. Yeah, it's I'm at EGZC, like this farm. Okay, so that's where we are. That's where we landed last time on the really bad weather flight. And I was gonna go fly to Brighton. Let's reset here. Okay, and let's search for missions. All right. Okay, the one by Brighton disappeared now. I could just go to Portsmouth and then go land on. But you know what? Let's just do the flight to Brighton because I wanted to. That's the title of my stream. I'm good. Follow the White Rabbit. That's right. I don't think I've actually ever read Alice in Wonderland. I should read Alice in Wonderland. Let's just fly to Brighton, okay? But first, since I want to do a mission, touchdown with velocity. Okay, this is like fragile cargo, so let's go land by Felpham. Okay. All right, what's that? Let's see. Okay, I got almost 9 grand for that. Okay, touchdown of velocity, whatever VS means. Oh, not that one. Oops, clicked the wrong place here. Touchdown of very lightly so that you get the money. If otherwise, you're carrying fragile things and it breaks. Okay, getting very jumpy here. This Neofly. I don't know if maybe this made it crash. So let's fly that. We won't. This will be a bit more relaxed, and we won't have a time to reach there, and then we'll fly to Brighton, and then we'll go up to Hayward's Heath. Okay. Okay. So the payload, fuel 139 pounds. Okay. Where's the mission? All right, that's the one. I'm gonna go fly. Okay, mission weight 209 pounds. Okay, so now I'm gonna connect and fly. Okay, the checklist here, airport, I have to put myself over here in, where am I? It's on my stream here. Let's see, EGZC. Okay, back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here we are. I'm gonna open the big, beautiful world map here. EGZC. Echo Golf Zulu Charlie Brown Shutters Farm airstrip. Okay, very short takeoff. Okay, and our destination, if we alt tab back to Neofly, is where was it? EGKC. Okay, EG Echo Golf Kilo Charlie Bognor Regis. Okay. Alright, that's the arrival. Now we're going to take a look at the airplane. We're going to go to weight and balance. And we look here, mission payload is 379. It's currently at 340. So I have to go here and make this 379. We're looking at this number down here. Okay, at 340. Let's just try to drag this up. 379, I think. There you go. 379 is pretty good. Alright, payload expected 379. Okay, I think I have to click OK here or actually get into the airplane. Alright. Okay, let's do it like that. And let's, flight condition. I don't want to fly at night, thank you very much. So we're not going to do a live, we'll leave live traffic. All players, so I can see other players flying. But I'm going to do, I'll just leave it with broken clouds. That was looking nice. I'm going to put the time at about 10 in the morning. Okay. A little bit earlier. See like some sunrise, like 8:15. Let's do an early-ish flight. Okay, 8 in the morning. And okay, let's click fly and see if we can make this happen now. Oh yes, it does say right to Brighton, UK. We will get there eventually, but first we're flying to Bognor Regis or whatever it was called. All these wonderful British town names. There's so many different ones and they sound so strange to me at times that I easily forget what one is and what the other one was. That makes any sense whatsoever. You'll be doing it as well as me on this Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. Here, pandemic continues. Okay, visibility 70.8. That's pretty long visibility. We got a 12 knot wind coming from 271 degrees. That'll be west. Okay, so we got a westerly wind here. Okay, I'm gonna put ready to fly here. And okay, so what's my bearing right now? The wind is coming from the west. Okay, so we're gonna have to take off to the wind because this is so we have to take off that way because those trees are so close. But if the winds are coming from that way, we should be okay. All right. Now if I alt tab back to Neofly, we see, I mean, almost everything is green. The only thing is the payload. It still says 379 and expected 379. I don't know why it's not giving me a green light on that. So let's check the payload over here. All right, let's put 0 for the front passenger, and let's put just payload. Try to do it like that, maybe that. But then it does it anyway. I don't know what's going on. 3. Maybe I have to do it again. Maybe it's a little bug.
Transporter from dispatch. It's a cargo mission today. When you check the payload and the flight plan, please release your parking brake to start.
All right, so release.
Transporter form dispatch. Loading cargo. Please stand by.
370. Okay, I think around there. 379. Maybe that'll be good. Okay. Here comes the cars, a bunch of bottles, okay? That's like, we're probably drinking some champagne, I don't know, some whiskey maybe, some, like some nice beers, you know, I don't know, but you can hear it being loaded back in the airplane here, okay? So, this mission, okay, request touchdown of velocity of less than 200 feet per minute.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
Alright, copy that, and we're heading to Bognor Regis, you know, and we're clear for takeoff. There's no time limit. We're gonna head west over here. I'm going to undo my parking brake. Let's do one more check. Okay, everything is there is no parking brake here. I guess everything is green. We're ready to take off. Let's go. Full power. I'm not gonna crash into, well, maybe that house is okay. Let's see, let's go, let's aim at the wind. Okay, I do have parking brake. Let's taxi. Let's give ourselves a bit more room here because there's not a lot of room here. So sorry, Sheepa, but I'm gonna have to drive over, taxi over some of your vegetables again in your little farmhouse here. Flaps are down. Let's check. Okay, just give you an outside view. It's okay. Everything will be fine. Check our brakes. Check what's our bearing right now. Our bearing is almost west. Okay. Okay, let's go full power, and we're gonna try to clear those trees. We're against the wind, so hopefully this will give us
Transporter from dispatch.
rotate.
Fly safe.
Oh, just gonna clear these trees. Look at that. A dangerous little airstrip here. Early morning flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, a cargo flight using the wonderful utility called NeoFly that I've donated 13 euros for because it's really fun to be able to track your progress in Microsoft Flight Simulator and turn my lights on in here. See, I think we want a bearing of about 100, probably a little bit less this time. Let's see. Okay, that's almost there. The bearing is right around there. That's gonna be, yeah, 110 degrees or something. Let's check that. We'll get onto the line. Hey, Jokey Never Crashes, how you doing? I think we first met in IL-2 Sturmovik, right? When I was practicing taking off of the IL-2. And I've been flying some Friday night flights here and again. I missed the last one because I was feeling tired that Friday and I played some Jagged Alliance instead. I felt like controlling some mercenaries instead of flying a World War II fighter plane that particular evening. Fantastic. Yeah, I remember now. You fly this game as well, or do you stick to the combat ones? I mean, it's a golden age for flight simulators. It's kind of golden, like, you know, like this golden sunset. Oh, let's put the flaps up for forget. Flaps up. All right, flaps are up, and let's trim the aircraft so we're, you know, our nose is not gonna make us auger in. Yeah, it's like this golden sunrise over here in the UK. It's a golden age for Microsoft flight simulators, either combat or civilian ones. I'm more of a shooty guy. I am too. I really enjoy Microsoft IL-2 Sturmovik is my favorite flight simulator ever because of the damage modeling mainly and just the feeling of flight you get from that. And I like World War II, you know, warbirds. But I play a little DCS. I haven't even streamed DCS yet. I'll probably do that eventually. I used to really like, you know, I'm old school. My first ever PC game, not even like a flight simulator. My first ever the first game I ever played on a computer, on a personal computer, was Falcon, the original Spectrum holobyte Falcon, a simulation of the F-16 back in the late 80s. And I think Microsoft Flight Simulator was like 1982, the first version. And so there's a lot of history and a lot of wonderful flight simulators that I've played. My current flavor is IO2, but I enjoy especially with this NeoFly utility. I'll tab here to show you this thing. It's tracking me through Bing Maps here live from this little farm. We're heading down to Bognor Regis here in the United Kingdom of Great Britain. And after we get to Bognor Regis, we're going to head over to Brighton and then get a north bearing, a 0 bearing, and go see if we can find my cousin's house. Alright. You're more of a shooty guy. Yep, me too. I like the physics. I like the bullet travel time. I like to hit like someone's aileron so they can't turn anymore, so they're forced to jump out of their plane in a parachute. You know, and I won't shoot the parachute. You know, I'm nice in that way, but I like to shoot other planes with twirly things in the front down for sure. Quite a bit of weather here, but not as bad as when we flew to this farmstead that I had flown into. That was terrible weather, and I'm so surprised I actually got there in one piece. But much better weather on this flight, and I'm very happy about that. I have a bunch of I think like liquor in the back here, some digital liquor that you could hear clinking around when I was loading in this plane, because it actually simulates, it gives you missions. This particular mission I'm doing is to take some fragile things to this place. So I can't, I have to land with less than, I think, vertical speed, less than 200, I think, feet per minute. Or I think that's feet per minute, I'm not sure. So it has to be a very light touchdown for me to get a successful sensitive cargo, to get a mission successful status for this mission in the end here. You have yet dared to try DCS? Yeah, DCS is basically, yeah, it's very complex. I mean, there is simplified flight model and stuff. They do have it has both World War II warbirds and jets, but the cool thing about DCS is that you can try it for free. You don't have to buy it. You can fly the Su-25 Frogfoot as a Russian air-to-ground plane, and you can actually shoot with that one. Or you can fly the TF-51 Mustang, which is not the one of guns. It's a training P-51, but it gives you a nice feeling for the flight model. Beautiful flight sim, really complex, but good sound. But yeah, it's I don't enjoy so much clicking all the buttons in the right order to start a plane. I just want that to be done and I fly, so I generally just start from the runway. Although I do plan on eventually getting the F-16 there and taking it for a spin with full real settings to see what it's like, how it compares to the old F-16 flight simulators that I loved, like Falcon 3.0. I played a lot of the dynamic campaign and all that good stuff, you know. Right now I'm in a little Cessna 152. It's beautiful graphics. There's the moon. Really wonderful graphics in this video game. This flight simulator. Cheaper first combat sim I did was a F-22 Raptor. Was that like Jane's Fighters or something like that? I think I flew that in something. It was a bunch of planes, or was it just the F-22? Oh, what the heck was the name of that game? Jane's Fighters or Jane's Super Fighters or something. Just F-22, huh? I don't think I ever played one that was just the F-22. I played a EF-2000. I should write all this down because I made a list of all the I'm making a list of all the video games I ever played, and I should write this stuff down so I don't forget. The other day I remember Prince of Persia. I hadn't put Prince of Persia in it yet. Beautiful British countryside here. How are we doing on our line? Okay, we're going a little bit north, so let's try to get back to about 120, heading 125 maybe. It's about there. It's about 123. Okay, we need to be about 123. It doesn't have to be exact. Also check where we are. We're getting close to the northern. We're gonna overfly Amesbury, over Winchester, Petersfield, South Downs National Park Authority, and we're gonna swoop into Bognor Regis for this flight today in Microsoft Flight Simulator with the Neofly. I'll put this, I think it's neofly.net on the chat here in case you're interested in being a digital pilot. This tracks your progress and it's really fun. It's really fun to have something that tracks your progress in this video game. Not just, you know, amount of hours flown and stuff, but where you are, where your current airplane is, what airplane you have. I only have a Cessna 152 now. You have finances. Okay, there's airport fees. There's you have to buy fuel, all this stuff. There's like insurance. I mean, a lot of it goes over my head, but pretty simple to set up. It wasn't too bad. Even I could do it, so it's fine. Okay. There's sort of a little industrial park or a little village there. And upcoming soon. I thought it was gonna be this week. Maybe not this week. Maybe they're moving it up a little bit. But soon an update in Microsoft Flight Simulator for the UK. UK scenery update. So there are a lot of classic castles and airfields are going to be added to the United Kingdom, and some cities will have photogrammetry added in, like Oxford. So you actually can fly over and it looks exactly like it does in real life, not just an approximation. And that's exciting that they keep adding to this video game. You can high resolution cockpits here. You can even read all this stuff. Okay, so chandelles, you can do 95 kilometer indicated airspeed, knots indicated airspeed, lazy 8, steep turns. It gives you like a lot of information. You can just look at in the cockpit about the maneuvers you can do in this aircraft. Okay. Oh, is it gonna crash again? Please don't crash again. I haven't had many crashes in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but you know, sometimes it happens. What am I flying now? Right, approaching Amesbury. Another icon. There's a medic needed over there, but I'm in the air now, so I can't drop by and pick him up. I'm just gonna stay on course. Yeah. Let's try a drone view quickly. Just double check. Yeah, we're doing good here. I'm staying low. I could climb above the weather a bit, but I'm staying low because I like to see this English countryside over here. I like to see this lighting. I like to fly through the clouds. Very beautiful setup here. And hopefully my sound is okay. Like I'm not having to shout over the... Let me reduce the sound of the airplane a little bit, just a touch. And then we can try a drone view. The drone view like that. Let's put our drone view up ahead, and then we can be able to do flyby views when we switch to the drone view. Okay, let's try that. Slowly learning how to maneuver with this drone a little better. I'm finally getting better at it to be able to give you these sort of views from the outside. So let's try a flyby view right here. Here we go. Oh no, I don't have the button map to disable the flight following yet. I forgot what it was, so that's gonna have to wait a little bit. But look at these holes through the clouds. I remember when I played video games years ago, I used to dream about being able to fly in graphics like this and actually see how the clouds form and fly through holes in clouds. And when I fly in airplanes in real life, I love it when there's a little bit of cloud, like some scattered clouds on the takeoff and landing, because then you feel like the speed that you're going in, because the clouds are like whipping by your window, and it's really great fun to fly through clouds in an airplane. one of my favorite things to do. You have to be careful not to fly through them too long with these small airplanes because it freezes up the windows. Okay, we're flying over an airfield here. I think we're over Salisbury. Let's take a quick look. What was it at? Amesbury. Excuse me. All right. I'll keep it zoomed in so we can see what's coming. Yeah, there's a bunch of I think those are... Ooh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Don't push the nose down too much, careful. Alright. I think that's, those are solar panels back there. Trim up a little bit, have to be careful. In this game you have to be very careful not to exceed the indicated airspeed. See on the left here, if I go faster than about 150 knots, you get the Microsoft screen of death that says you overstress the airframe, game over. You know, it's like basically a game over screen. Unfortunately, it doesn't have flight modeling, but it does tell you, you know, you're done. Wasted in GTA would be or game over. Wonderful graphics, wonderful weather to be flying in. It is, we can take a look at the clock here. I've turned the lights on. It is, yeah, almost 8:30 a.m. in this digital rendition of planet Earth, of the world that we're flying above. And we are maintaining the stable 120 southeasterly east-southeast heading to deliver some fragile cargoes, a bunch of champagne, a bunch of whiskey, a bunch of nice Cleat Coal. What was that name of that French champagne? Maybe down to this airstrip in Brighton. Okay, near Brighton. It's what was it? Berger. I'm so discombobulated. Let's see. Bognor Regis. That's where they need some champagne. You know, if the whole Brexit thing, like, it's not so cheap to get it from France over, now it's more expensive. So you have to, you know, fly it under the radar to the farms over here, whatever they were called. And then from here, there's sort of this clandestine flight to bring champagne from France all the way to people at Bognor Regis. Or beer, I don't know, cheese maybe. It's just a joke, okay? Look at those cumulus clouds there. It's a bit rainy down there. You can feel the moisture in the air just looking through these graphics here. Photorealistic, pretty much, this video game. There you go. We'll do a little bit of a flyby. The Brits are not the most well-known champagne drinkers. Well, they have to celebrate sometimes, no? Maybe it's just a bunch of really nice ale from this farm. You know, it's like a very nice, a few nice pints for a special occasion. Little bit of mist down there. You can see it just over our starboard window here, or port window, I should say. And what is that? Let's see, where are we? We're over Broughton, approaching Holton, then Ashley, then Sparsholt, and then we're going to approach the South Downs National Park Authority. So we're not far. We're getting close to Bognor Regis. I think when I went to university in Bournemouth, there was a place called No, you know where this was? There was a restaurant I went to once that was in Malta, and it was called Bognor. And it was terrible, okay, I'm sorry, but the name, you know, it sounds like a bog roll, okay? That's what you use in the bathroom. That's a word, it's like a word for toilet paper, but it was so bad, and it was like a friend of mine who's from Malta, he's half Irish, half Maltese, you know, I love some English food, don't get me wrong, I love English breakfasts, are my favorite breakfasts in the world, even though I shouldn't eat them every day because, you know, I probably have a heart attack, but I love English breakfast, I can't help it. But not all of the British cuisine can be said to be, you know, the very best, and this restaurant in Malta called Bognor, yeah, avoid it. It sounds like the food tasted like the name sounds. That's where I had heard Bognor before, I don't remember. You know, and take everything I say with a bucket of salt. If you're particularly nationalistic, you're probably going to get pretty offended here often. Because I'm not, okay, and I like to make fun of it. Still maintaining this, what was it, 130 heading now, more or less. In this beautiful morning, this beautiful Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 morning. Accompanied by Neofly, accompanied by some fragile bottles of some good stuff, whatever it is behind me. You can see the sun trying to peek over these clouds. Amber here is going to go for a walk, I think. Are you going for a walk there? All right, nice. Have a good walk out there in the snow. Yeah, just from Food Universe. Okay. Yeah, give me more specific instructions. I'm a boy, so I need very specific instructions. Otherwise,
a competitor of our client contacted us. He's willing to pay a big bonus if you rob his cargo at another airport. Up to you. Check your mission log.
Did you hear that? Like a competitor contacted them and is willing to pay me more money if I drop this cargo somewhere else instead. You're nationalistic, and we still have this thing called a Dutch oven. We use Dutch ovens. I'm disappointed to hear you're nationalistic. I hope that's not true, Shiva, because if it's of Earth, I understand. If you're a citizen of Earth, I understand, because you like elite, but come on. I think you're joking. I don't believe you that you're nationalistic, but what's going on here? I have to twist my head in the game, and now I'm all discombobulated. Hold up. A little bit more. Okay, that's better. A little bit less. Okay, that's better. Okay, did you hear that? Like, there's someone else that wants me to give the cargo, land with the cargo there, and they'll give me a bonus. Is it? But I don't know where's the mission. Okay, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to. Did you say check the logs? Okay, sensitive cargo, request 69, request touchdown, okay, mission briefing. Mission of alternate airport EGHJ, reason unfair competitor. Okay, so where the hell is EGHJ? Is it this one here? EGHF? Where the heck is EGHJ? I'm gonna have to do some. You should put googly eyes on your fern. Oh, that'll be a good idea. Thanks for the idea. Put some eyes on my fern so it looks like there's someone behind there. Okay, I'm getting confused with this thing, and so I'm going off track. Let's see. We are looking for EG Echo Golf Hotel Juliet. Okay, Echo Golf Hotel Juliet. Let's see if we can see it in a VFR map over here. Echo Golf Hotel Julia. Oh, down here. So if I land over there, it'll give me more money. Should I do it? I think I might do it. It's in near Bainbridge. Or I'm just gonna stick to the I'm gonna stick to it, okay? I don't want to like... I want to stick to the mission. I don't want to upset the person, whoever digital AI hired me to do this one. But I want to see what Bognor Regis looks like. And afterwards, I want to keep going to Brighton and maybe go north to Hayward's Heath to... Oh, it's right there, Hayward's Heath. To try to find its Domit's place, okay? Or... I can imagine why people call it a Dutch oven. We use Dutch oven sometimes for a lot of food, but we have this like Le Creuset once, you know, so it's a French thing. But here, let me get my track IR is all discombobulated. A little there. Okay, that's okay. But we used it to make a no-knead bread for a while, but now Amber is going crazy with all these bread books. My friend R2 sent us another one the other day, so we're gonna start doing sourdoughs for the first time. And but we're getting all this stuff like a baking steel and all these different types of pots and these things to scrape the bread, even this thing like to cut it in a certain way to make so it looks like the baguette. But for a long time we used the Dutch oven, our Le Creuset Dutch oven, which is like this, you know, a very heavy pot with a heavy lid to make this no-knead bread that you just put in the oven, and it was quite delicious. I can send you the recipe if you like. My track IR is definitely discombobulated here. I don't know, it's something with Microsoft Flight Simulator that I looked at the wrong way and it's upset with me now. Okay. We're gonna stay on mission. That's cool though. That's a really interesting feature that you can be in flight and you can get someone else saying, hey, you know all that good liquor or that good beer that you're carrying in the back? Why don't you bring it over here and give you a better price? Meaning of a Dutch oven has multiple meanings. The only one I know is the one in the stove here that we have, so I'm not sure about the other one, so hopefully that doesn't make me too ignorant. I mean, I am ignorant, you know, about stuff. A lot of people think ignorance is an insult, but I don't think it's an insult. It's just like it means you don't know something, and it's fine not to know something, right? Dude, what's going on with my track IR? Okay. I need to look over here closely. Okay, I'm not gonna start maneuvering too much because it is fragile bottles here. Oh, there's a plane out there in that cloud somewhere. Something's out there. I don't have the nameplates activated, so I don't know if it's a real person or if it's an AI airplane. But there's something out there. I am very ignorant, and I'm very ignorant about most things. I'm reasonably knowledgeable about a few things. Let's put it that way. Okay. The problem is if you have someone who thinks they know everything, then you have something like it's like the previous U.S. president, you know, and that can be a big problem. So a little bit there. Okay, that's a little better. No, still not centered here, the track IR. All right, that's better. Look at this beautiful graphics here. Flying into the sunlight. Where are we now? Let's take a look. We are approaching World's End. Alright, coming to the end of the world here. Just before that there's Newtown, okay? Very poetic. We got Newtown and then we have World's End, you know, it's like the Jokey Never Crashes says one should be glad to know a little bit about a lot. Agreed. It's good to know a little bit about a lot. I think that's a very good way to put it. I'm a generalist, I would say. I know a little bit about quite a bit of things. But, you know, jack of all trades, master of none is sort of the cliche about that. But I think I'd rather be a jack of all trades and master of none than a master of one and not know anything about anything else. Beautiful clouds here, look at that. One should be willing to be educated except about the other American meaning of a Dutch oven. Okay, you're gonna make me look that up, okay? Dutch oven. Alright, all I see is like, yeah, a bunch of like artisanal kitchen stuff, enameled cast iron stuff, but there's an Urban Dictionary entry, I bet that's the one you're gonna be referring to. Farting under the blanket, then lifting it up, trapping your significant under the covers. That's a Dutch oven? Oh dear. I had a friend who used to do that. A guy from Malta, you know, that was his previous girlfriend. Well, I'll put that on the chat here. Alright, thanks, Sheepa. There you go. Oh! Jeez, I press V and the... V is like the turning the engine off, I think, but I keep... Something happens, because usually it's the in-flight map. I was trying to bring it up, but it turned the engine off, so there's something weird happening of that. I'm just gonna keep my, approaching Havant, I'm just gonna use Neofly as my in-flight map, okay? Okay, Bognor Regis, we are approaching, let me get down on my seat a little bit and then press F12 again to center. And then I can stand up and put my head over the wing, you know? It's a little bit of a clipping issue here. I don't know if that you can see that. Sobo Studios, Microsoft Flight Simulator team. That's a little bit of a clipping issue with track IR here in the Cessna 152 model in this game. But, you know, it's fine. American barbecue. That's fantastic. All right. Let's get in touch with this airport, because we're gonna have to do a smooth landing here. No, like, crunching down, because there's a bunch of, you know, expensive here. Okay, the nearest airport list, what was it? Was it Bembridge? There's a lot of airport here. It was, EGKC. A lot of airports nearby here. Here you go, EGKC. Bognor Regis. Select runway for landing. I don't know, 5. Announce full stop landing. Announce position, okay.
Echo Golf Kilo, Charlie traffic Lovely Bird 114 miles, west 2,000 feet inbound to land runway 5.
A lot of airfields nearby here. 2,000 feet inbound to land, alright. Beautiful morning here. We're gonna head over to, I don't even know what, wait, runway 5 is gonna be the one pointing what? Northeast? Yeah, because that's 220 and 50. I don't know what the wind is like there, so we're probably gonna do a low pass, get into the base leg, get into the crosswind leg, take a look, and we'll take it from there. Not far from where I went to university here in Bournemouth. Currently flying over very built-up area. We're flying over Havant Road into Hermitage, Nutbourne, Broadbridge, Fishbourne, Chichester. That's a lovely one. I like Chichester. And we're going to go right into Bognor Regis. F Cat. Not time for you to eat yet, Cat. Here in New York, it's only 3 o'clock. There's another hour to go for you. Can't show you on the stream just yet, but well, could I show Daft Cat on the stream? Daft Cat, come over here. No, she's over there on the I'll probably crash the plane, okay? And I want to make this. Yeah, I went to university over here. My home airfield right now in this video game is here in the Isle of Wight. Although you can choose to move to a different home airport when you want. But the nice thing about eventually going to this home airport is that and the nice thing about this video game is that anyone can make modifications to the landscape, make your own 3D models. If you want to put your house in the game that looks exactly like your house and you make a 3D model of your house, you can do it. And you don't need to charge people for it. You can just put it. And I've done this. I saw that someone had made a better version of Sandown Airport to make it look more like the real thing. It's airfield in the Isle of Wight. And I dropped it into I downloaded it from this place here. I'll put it there for you. I downloaded it from Flight Sim 2 and I put it in. And so I haven't seen it yet because I was at I started where I had stopped in the last session, which was in that farm up north. So I haven't gone back to my airfield to check out this additions to it yet. All right, where are we? We're getting close to Bognor Regis. Yep. Okay, so the runway is going to be what, northeast to southwest, because I said runway number 5. That gives you the bearing, okay? That gives you a 050, that's northeast. Pointing to the back azimuth, which is what, 220, which is southwest. So I'm going to do a low pass and see if I can spot a... Actually, I'm just going to call them again. Maybe it doesn't have a tower. But if it does have a tower, they should give me a wind reading, so I don't have to visually look at a windsock to see where the wind is coming from, because you want to land into the wind, okay? You don't want to land with a tailwind unless it's in... all right. Okay, Bognor Regis. Select runway for landing. Let's keep landing file. Let's see if they give us a wind reading.
Echo Golf Kilo Charlie traffic Lovely Bird 17 miles west 1,300 feet inbound to land runway 5.
Yeah, they're not giving me a... I think it's a small airfield because they're not giving me a... there's no tower there. They're not telling me there's a term for it, I forgot what it is, but it's an airfield without basically a working control tower. So you just have to basically, you know, you announce your intentions. If someone else is looking over there, you take a look around for traffic, you know, you lean around to see if you're going to crash into anyone else that's flying in the air here. But if you don't see anything, you can just do a pass on the airfield and do a visual inspection of the landing zone. And if it's clear, you'll see if there's a windsock, you know where the direction of the wind is. If it's clear, you just you land. All right. It's a Bognor Regis golf course. Oh, it's a golf course. They must come on, Sheepa. They must be ordering champagne if it's a golf course. I didn't know it was a golf course. What the heck? These wealthy people, huh? They just like play golf, drink champagne, you know, order champagne from some farm that got it from France up north. Where am I now? Is it here? No, it's a little bit further. I don't spot it yet. I have to lean around here. It's gonna be that thing. Okay, there it is, I think. It's north. It's basically... Take a look at the satellite. There it is. It's east of Bognor Regis, okay? That's what we're looking for right there. Bognor Regis Golf Course. For goodness sake. So they want me to land in a golf course and they want me to do a smooth landing. All right. We're gonna fly around it. It's probably not even gonna be a windsock in this thing, so I'm not even gonna know the direction of the wind. It's morning, so I assume it's coming from the sea. I'm going to assume it's coming from if the runway is I'm gonna assume it's coming from the southwest, okay? I may be completely wrong, but we're gonna have to find out. Okay, getting close to it. I'm gonna overfly it shortly. Maybe there is a little airstrip there because it was present in the Microsoft Flight Simulator database. Let me select it. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. See it? Dude, my track IR is so messed up right now. Okay, there it is. All right. Let's do a low fly past and let's see if we spot a windsock. Bit of, okay, there's a couple of airplanes there already. There's the windsock, okay. Wind is coming from that direction, so the wind is coming from the northeast. So we should come in from this side. Oh, come on, please, track IR, don't fail me now. Take a look on the outside over here. Alright, we're gonna go around the crosswind leg. And we can go play some golf afterwards, but no, I'm gonna take off again. I'm at an hour here, so, but I do want to visit Hayward's Heath if possible, okay. See, that's a runway. One sec, let's try to fix this again. Runway 23 and 05, okay. I'm gonna take 05, so that was actually good. I don't have to put the gear down because guess what? The Cessna 152, the gears are down already. The landing gear is down. It's you can't bring it up, that's why it's down. Yeah, having some problem, some issue of track IR here. Sometimes I press a button in the plane that it makes the view turn, and then when I try track IR, it doesn't go. See, it won't turn down now, unless I go like this on my seat, maybe. But that's okay. We'll be able to land still. I'm just gonna go quite a ways out over Bognor Regis here because I want to do a smooth landing, and that means I want to come in at a very slight angle of attack. I don't want to just drop it down, you know, less than 200 feet per minute touchdown to be able to complete the mission without breaking any bottles. It'll be interesting to test if you actually landed with a big thump, if it actually hear bottles breaking the back. That would be a pretty nice touch. All right, we'll just go over this pier over here, and then we're gonna do a turn to final. All right, here we go. There's the English Channel. There's our airfield. I think you can spot it and zoom in here. Very important to map your zoom keys mapped. Okay, I'm a little bit off course. Let's put the flaps down because we want to touch down as gently as possible, as slow as possible here. Let's see if we can make this landing a smooth one. I'm not a pro with this or any airplane in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm a total amateur. I just fly by the seat of my pants is the expression they use here, I think. I feel how the airplane moves, although I don't have, it's not a real airplane, so my chair is not moving here, so it's like just the sound, very important, and the motion, the apparent motion here, which is giving me the clues about my speed and my attitude and how I'm doing. Let's just clear these trees here, just clear the trees. That was pretty good.
Dispatch. Go to the parking so we can check the cargo status.
Copy that. Okay. Make sure that I didn't hear any bottles breaking, so hopefully that's a good sign. We'll get off the runway over here. No one else coming? Check both sides. Nope, everyone, it's clear. All right. Let's go to the parking. That's pretty good. I had to put power there, and I had to use quite a bit of right rudder. There was a bit of wind in right before the touchdown there, but it wasn't bad. I think it was quite a light touchdown. Gonna find out. Oh look, they even have like an airport winch type thing over here. Runway 50 Bognor Regis golf course airfield, you know. People who can afford to have an airplane or rent one, they're the people who fly in here. If you're listening, a CEO of Tesla too, you know, Elon Musk wants to, or like Cessna, anyone, and you want to sponsor me and just pay me to fly your plane nice and gently here on Microsoft Flight Simulator, just send me an email. I'm at Simon@hypertechzero.com. All right, is this parking? Oh, is this? Do I have to go there? Okay, go to parking, set parking brake. Okay, let's set the parking brake and see.
Transporter from dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
1-2 boss. I think we did it. Okay, they're picking it up. They're picking it up. I don't see them here. They're invisible, you know, but that's fine. The sound adds a lot to it. It's amazing how a little bit of sound effect can add to a video game, or just a sentence or two in passable English. Okay. All right, there's a vehicle moving out there. Okay, was that it? Thanks, Shifa. I think that was it. 1-2 boss. Did I bonus landing? Okay. Mission ended, success. 1-2 boss. Okay. Fantastic. We now have another $8,000, almost $9,000 here. And I think we can go for a little trip to Hayward's Heath. All right, let's do that. But first, let's check our fuel status here. I think it's over here, the fuel. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to refuel, so let's see if I can do that with the radio. You know what? I'm gonna take a little break and go to the bathroom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna turn the plane off, and then I'm gonna take a little bathroom break. I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna fly to Hayward's Heath. Okay, so let's switch the master switches off here, and in the meantime, I'm gonna take the opportunity to fix this track IR thing. All right, always a pleasure to turn off the airplane after flying for a while. And here we are. Bognor Regis Golf Course, okay. I'm gonna leave you with this view over here. Actually, let's do this view because then the track IR can be fixed up. And I'll be back in a little bit. Little bathroom break. All right, back in a bit. Alright, and we're coming back. We have to put some fuel in this thing. And let me turn the camera on too. You're on OBS. Alright. I'm here now, so it keeps this this Neofly keeps track of where I am, okay? So if I go the current location, it tells me where I am, okay? So let's do location is EGKC. That's where we are. Let's do a search. Okay. And now there's other missions, and I want to go see I want to go see to Hayward's Heath. Okay, so whatever's close by there. Look at that. There's a little medical emergency thing. Land wherever you can on land. Let's need to bring the medic over here, so we could do that, and then we could take this West Chiltington lane that becomes Colford Road and go all the way to Hayward's Heath to visit its Domet and my cousin Ian. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do this medical emergency. Gonna click on that. There it is. Then I'm gonna see here where it's highlighted. We got 5,000 bucks for it. Okay. Have to land less than 2 nautical miles from that position there. We can take a little bit of reconnaissance. Pretend we're looking at a reconnaissance satellite view here and see what kind of field. There's fields there. That should be fine. A little castle there, a little house. All right, and I also love how this utility Neofly, it combines the real world like with Bing Maps here. I had to get a developer key, but it's free, it's fine, and put it in so it doesn't say this message that you don't have a developer key right here. But it combines the real world here with Microsoft Flight Simulator, which also has real world satellite data, so it's really cool. All right, let's do that. Okay. A short flight, and then from there we can go east to Hayward's Heath. Alright, so I'm gonna right click on it and I'm gonna go fly. Alright, let's see, connect and fly.
Emergency. A big fire needs backup from firefighters. 2 of them are on their way. Stand by.
Okay. So 379, expected 360. Okay, let's get back in the plane. Go to payload. Let's put some more fuel. Okay, I'm not paying attention to the buy fuel thing. I think it tracks it. I think it tracks it for me. Okay, what was the payload that we need? 360. I'm gonna put myself at 170. Okay, I'm probably giving myself a few less pounds here. And, well, 190, 360, is that right? Yep, payload is right now. Okay, we'll turn on the motor and we're gonna head over there. Gonna be about a bearing of 2030, maybe 205, 020 probably. Yeah, 025 probably the bearing. All right, let's turn on the engine. Hope I know how to do this because it's been a while since I've turned on the Cessna engine. Alright, just like a car, you just turn on the key.
Hello, pilot. We are ready. Bring us to this damn fire.
To this damn fire, alright. Okay, AFK, away from keyboard, Starship SS9 about to go for a lift-up temp. Awesome. Okay, in about 10 minutes. Awesome. Alright, thanks for dropping in, Sheepa. Cool, Starship S and is about to go for a lift off. Oh, that's the is that the Starship that's gonna take people around orbit, or is just like a lift-off test? 10 minutes about. Okay, I'm gonna put that on here. If I put it on the stream, I could do it on the stream too. Let's try to do it because I don't have like, there's a fire going on there, no, but it's a virtual fire. It's not a real fire, so it doesn't matter if I take a little bit longer. So let's Let me try doing something here. Let's see if I can open up... Oh, it's the actual... Oh, it's the Starship, that big heavy thing that just falls. Its landing is like it falls, basically. Crazy, huh? Awesome. Okay. SN9 liftoff. I want to watch that too, so I'm going to keep playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm going to put it on stream here if I can. Let's see if that... Alright, here's SpaceX. Okay, it's this one, I think. Oh, it's the top part of it, okay. SpaceX YouTube. I don't know if this is gonna... Oh, here you go. Is this the right one? Let's see. SN8. Because I'm watching the stream thing on a different one. Let me try. Should I do this? Should I do it? Just go crazy and type it here? Let's do like that. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this actually. So you know what? Well, let's try it. Oh, there's annoying people talking on that? Okay, then I'm probably gonna... Okay, videos. I assume that SpaceX will have it live, right? Let's see what's on Hacker News here. They usually have it on the front page when something is launching. Okay, SpaceX stream. That's a recent launch. It'll probably be under YouTube. Alright, I'll just leave this here and we'll see if it comes live soon. In the meantime, if Sheepa tells me it's live, I'll go. I might just forget because I have to take these medics over here. Let's go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Cool. Alright, we're gonna taxi out here. I don't want to chop up this golf course airfield worker here, so I'm going to try to do a left turn to taxi here, okay? Alright, here we go. Parking brake off. And you know what? Let me just break here a little bit. Let me go on Discord in case I don't know if Dom is around or someone. Probably not, but just in case. I'm gonna go into the forest glade in case someone wants to chat. They can come on. I have a bunch of stuff happening at the same time here. The magic of multitasking computers. Alright. May watch the SpaceX launch live on stream here too. Right now we're gonna take off from Bognor Regis and drop some firefighters near a big fire up northeast from here, about 025 bearing. We're gonna go. All right, ready for takeoff. Let me tell. It doesn't have a tower, so but I'll tell them anyway. Announce. I didn't even announce the taxi. Okay. Far straight out.
Echo Golf Kilo Charlie traffic. Lovely Bird 1 taking off runway 5 departing straight out.
Okay, there's no tower here, so I'm just like telling people. I'll take a look around, see if there's anyone behind me. There's like there's like glass in the back of the Cessna, which helps. All right, all good. Let's go. Full power. Got a bit of wind coming from my right side here from starboard here.
Fly
Rotate.
safe, and good luck with the landing.
Alright. Gulf. A lot of rain here, or maybe this is a stream, but a little bit flooded. How's it going? The cold out there? That's good. Too nice, huh? I'm gonna go for a walk after this too. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna go for this forest walk afterwards too. Amber went for a walk in the forest and said it's very beautiful because it's not. I don't think it's snowing, right? So it's not. It's not snowing. So it's not like this blowing wind that was with like some wet snow that was like pelting us, our faces. It wasn't pummeling us because that's what the media keeps saying here. The snowstorm is going to pummel the U.S. Northeast, but you know they like to put these pretty dramatic things. But here at least it wasn't pummeling. Maybe somewhere else was getting pummeled, but not here. All right, I can put the flaps up. Look back to make sure to go up. Yep. Yeah, this is just endless. You can just keep flying this game. One mission, you land, and then you do another mission. So it provides this sort of sense of continuity to Microsoft Flight Simulator, a pilot career, which is really nice. There are many fans of flights here. We have Sheepa from the Netherlands. He likes space exploration and travel and flying things like starships. We met playing Elite Dangerous. And I love flying too. I love flight. I love anything that like flying machines. I like birds. I just think it's a beautiful thing, flight. All right, let's make sure we're in the right bearing over here. 025 more or less. This is 030 over there. I'm looking at this thing right here, okay? Let's say about there, I'd say. Oh! Oh, but the VFR map here is wrong because it's still... This is the Microsoft Flight Simulator one. It's still showing my previous mission, and now this is what I'm interested in. I'm interested in Neofly, okay? So I'm actually going to turn that off, and we're just going to have to keep out-tabbing over here. This beautiful English landscape. Very green. Very pretty. About to go. All right, let's out-tab quickly, make sure that I'm trimmed here so I don't crash. Let's quickly out-tab to see if SpaceX is taken off. This is a SpaceX YouTube channel. Okay, here you go. Our high altitude flight test. It's live. A bit frozen, maybe because of my. Should I do an active pause on Microsoft Flight Simulator? I'm gonna. Let's do a pause in Microsoft Flight Simulator and let's watch this launch, okay? That's alright with you all. I'm gonna do active pause here. Control. I don't know if that matters, if it'll break Neofly, but we'll see. And I'm gonna go to my sound settings. And I'm still flying, so I don't think I can pause in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but maybe I might be active paused. Yeah, I think I am. I have active pause engaged here, so like you're flying but you're paused. So let's take a look. I'm really having trouble with this. Okay. Somewhere else. Oh, it's taking off. You should watch, click on the link that Sheepa sent because it's taking off now. Don't say it in my stream. It took off. It's flying. Let's do a crazy thing here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Weird.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's so bad. I shouldn't watch it here. I think my stream is it's making everything run slow. I'm just watching on Sheepa's link. Looks really awesome. The glinting off the ship. What a crazy thing, man. Is this thing gonna actually land back in this flight? Is gonna come back and land, or is gonna go and stay in Earth orbit? Starship SN9 flight test. I'm just looking at that real quick. That's why we have active pause here, Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right. Oh, something going on there with the, I think, some type of, it's like a bullet, that thing. It's crazy. Some type of, I don't know if it's a leak or just normal, but it looks like it's leaking something. Try one more time to see if YouTube is still messed up. What a crazy thing. Yeah, something is, I think Microsoft Flight Simulator is just making the computer run super slowly, which is weird, but that's what I think is happening here. Gotta quit some things. Anyway, I'm gonna keep looking at my other computer and we're gonna go back to the flight here. All right. Let's go back to where we were. Control P, turn off active pause, and we're gonna keep flying. I'm just gonna watch the recap. Yeah, too many of my cores engaged. I think you're right, Sheepa. So she's gonna maneuver and come back and land, huh? I have to get an i7 or a 9.9 eventually. I have an i5 9600, so I can do quite a few things at once, but with games like this that use a lot of your processor cores, you know, I have NeoFly running, I have OBS running to stream this to you, I have Microsoft Flight Simulator running. This NeoFly has a connection to Google Maps that's tracking my position live, so a lot of stuff. I'll watch the recap of Sierra November 9 Starship Starflight. What is it called? Star X SpaceX. I mean, the guy. There's so many companies associated with that guy. I'm excited about the one that's gonna put a bunch of satellites around Earth and let you have fast satellite internet from remote places, because I know people who live in some remote place and they would love to have fast satellite internet access, and I'm very excited for that company. I think that's called Starlink, is another Elon Musk's company. There's a little bit of a hospital or a... Alright, taking a couple of firefighters back here. There's a fire over here near Bedham, near Pickhurst, in the the South Downs National Park Authority, and we're gonna have to land near the fire. I mean, you're not gonna see like smoke coming from the flight simulator because Neofly, I don't think they can do that, make that happen, but they can make random missions, and I think some of them are actually based on real missions. I'm not sure how far that goes, but we are going to have to land within 2 nautical miles of this area here. Okay, and I'm gonna go to satellite view here so we see. So there's a little river, there's these 2 fields, and maybe even the field where right by the spot look like it could be candidates for a landing. I'm gonna go reduce altitude a bit, try to get below these clouds that's coming up. Yeah, I'll watch that stream later. Thanks for letting me know though, because I did want to experiment with like having something on stream at the same time, but it looks like with this video game it's just not enough cores to make all that happen simultaneously. And OBS streaming this to you as well, you know, it's a lot of things happening at once. Alright, let's see. In the Microsoft Flight Simulator satellite imagery, it might look a little different from what the Bing is showing. But
Transporter form
there you go.
dispatched. You are less than 3 miles from the drop zone. Find a way to land.
Okay, so I have to land somewhere here. It looks like even there's have been a fire there. Look like it looks like some burned fields almost. But alright. It's right down here. I'm gonna have to. I think that looks pretty good. Could I land there? A little bit. I think those other ones would be better, or maybe it's this one right in front of me. Let me zoom out again. Okay, it's right to my left, to my port here. It's right there. So we're gonna have to land somewhere around here to drop these 2 firefighters off, because there's a fire here they have to fight. Okay. But there's no rush. It's not a timed mission, so I want to make sure I don't crash, because I haven't crashed yet. I'm probably jinxing myself here, but I haven't crashed yet in this pilot career. I think that field might be 2 nautical miles from me. That looks like the best one. There's the most space there, so I think I'm going to go for that one. Alright, I'm going to put the flaps down. Nose is going to lift up a little bit. I don't have to worry about the landing gear because the Cessna 152 has the landing gears down already. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna come into land right there. Right over there somewhere. Yeah. I'm concerned it's a little bit further than it says. I could just land on this thing, on this burnt field over here. That would be good. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe let's do a turn. I don't know what direction the wind is coming from. I don't know if it'll be the same as Bogn or Regis that was coming from, I think, northeast. But if that's the case, that'll still be fine because I'll... Yeah, let's just land on this darkened field right there. Actually, this way. Right there. That's the way. Okay. Here we go. Spoiler, did the ship blew up? If you're saying spoiler, that's my guess. Or are you talking about a spoiler at the back of the airplane, like in Grand Theft Auto? Okay, a bit of a steep landing here, but you know, these firefighters want to get down and boom, it blew up. Okay, jeez. Alright, well, it happens. I'm sure they have pretty good insurance. Alright. A little fast here. Hopefully this will be okay.
Transporter form dispatched. You did it. Nice. Secure the plane with the parking brake.
Alright. They're happy enough with this, you know, these firefighters in the back here. They're not fragile. They're not a bunch of expensive liquor, so they can handle a bit of a bump. I'm gonna park right by this little house here. Right here. Engage the parking brake. Complete the mission.
Fire command, we have landed. We are coming.
Alright. How's my fuel looking? Fine.
Transporter from dispatch. Good job, pilot. You saved a life today. Find a way to come back home.
Alright, 1-2 boss. We did it, and now we're gonna take off again. Okay. Mission success. Bonus landing XP plus 10%. That's pretty good. Bonus distance plus 10% because I was pretty close to where I was supposed to land. Look at that. Yeah. Nice. Okay. We got some bonus there. Now we're going to take off and we're not going to head back to airport yet. We're going to go and we're going to fly over Hayward's Heath, which is very close, which is where my cousin Yin lives and his son Dom, who I play computer games with sometimes. Okay. I think they live around here, so I'm not gonna land because unless Dom messages me and say, "Hey, land." Thanks, Sheepa. I'll leave the landing for another time, but I think they live around not far from here. So I want to at least overfly it, and then maybe we'll go land in Brighton, okay, to refuel and call it a stream. We'll land in Brighton. I think there's an airfield to the west of Brighton somewhere we can land. We'll find out when we get there. Alright, let's go to Hayward's Heath. Take off and head directly east, okay? Undo the parking brake. I think this is a pretty good direction, so... I mean, but I think there's also plenty of space in this field, so I could actually get away with just heading the way we came and take off from there, but it's to be totally safe. Let's take a look here. How far are those trees there? Yeah, just to be safe, I'm gonna take off in a more northeasterly or easterly heading because I think that's the direction that the wind was coming from. Just by the feel of the airplane when I was landing now. So let's just taxi over there. This road here. This field. Yeah, it looks like the field was burned a little bit. Maybe that's why the firemen were called. Alright, that's the end of the field. And after I fly over Hayward's Heath, I'm going to head to Brighton, land, and I'm calling it a stream because I have some more work to do in my day job here. Okay. Brakes. Okay, let's point the other way. Alright, we're pointing the way that I feel the wind is coming from. Full power. Flaps down. Yeah, flaps are down. Full power. Now those trees are looking a little close, so hopefully this works. Oh, quite a bit of wind, okay. And we're off. Plenty of room. Now we're gonna take an easterly heading. Oh, stay. Don't just drop just yet. It's a bit quite a strong wind here. I think it's coming. The wind is coming from the east. Okay, and that's where we're going. We're going east, so that's fine. Flying over the UK to Hayward's Heath. Not far from Brighton. Very woody area here. A little bit of trouble getting altitude, I think, because the wind is pretty strong. Not sure if it models sort of types of wind turbulence by trees, by forests, type of characteristic of the wind close to the surface. When you have a lot of things sticking out with leafy things on it, I think it affects, you know, everything affects how the wind is flowing. Now let's put up the flaps. Here come the flaps. Up they go. Our nose is going to drop a little bit. We'll trim to keep it up. Now we'll go back to... oh! I don't have flight tracking anymore, so I'm just going to have to... I'm going the wrong way. I thought I was going east. Now I'm totally confused. I don't have flight tracking because the way NeoFly works is I don't know why. The same thing happened with my last when I dropped medics off. It didn't track where I was anymore because I finished the mission, but I wish it would. Can I connect and fly? He selects the mission before negative. Okay, so we're just gonna have to yeah, this is gonna make me lost here because then I don't know if I'm near Hayward's Heath or not. It is that lake there, okay? It's just north of it. So I could fly to that lake over here and then know that just south of it will be Hayward's Heath. So that would be the way to do it. But another way to do this is there's this road here. We can find this road and just follow it and I'll go straight into the town. Let's do it like that. Oh. Oh, you lucky cat. Amber's gonna feed you. My flight's turning longer than I thought. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have a car in New York City right now, because otherwise I would be, if I had to go somewhere, I'd be shoveling snow out there for hours. Yeah. I think this road here we're flying over is the one we follow all the way to Hayward's Heath. Okay. Let's do a quick check of it's lucky Elon Musk. He gets to fire spaceships and watch them blow up and, be okay with it. There's insurance, there's excitement around it and stuff. Sounds like a pretty fun job. Alright, I'm gonna just stop looking over there. Thankfully V is working, it's not turning off my engine now instead of opening the VFR map. Well, I'm hoping they work in a few years. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I want us to, people to land on Mars or have a little base in the moon in my lifetime or something. I'm pretty low here. over the UK. How much money does it cost to go on a orbital flight with one of these things? It's like millions of dollars. I think they were gonna have the first one soon, right? Like some space tourist orbit around Earth flight. And they had that project where they would put a bunch of artists and go around to orbit the moon and come back. It was like partly financed, or most of it was financed by this Japanese clothing company executive, or I forget. This was like a few years ago. Okay, this is gonna be a lot further than I think, this Hayward's Heath thing, because okay, it's there, and then we'll turn down to Brighton. Maybe we'll just land at the nearest airport after this, because I'm gonna have to go soon. 2 hours I have to go. In 15 minutes. In fact, I don't even think I might make it there. Chipa says we got aliens to conquer. Yeah, probably costs quite a lot. Yeah. Whoa, what's this? Jeez. Like some sort of... Oh, what is this place? Like a penitentiary or something? It looks like a penitentiary or something. It doesn't look like a fun place to... Alright, I'm just gonna find the nearest airport list. And we're gonna go land there. Call this a stream, because I'm gonna leave the Hayward's Heath exploration for the next one. And I'm actually gonna try to land there. The nearest airport list, Jack Reel's Farm, EGTX. Announce, select the runway for landing, runway 3. Announce full stop landing. I have no idea where EGTX is, but let's take open our map. Oh, it's left up here. And from there we'll fly to Hayward's Heath afterwards. In the next stream. Unless Ian or Dom come on the chat and say, no, go land there now, and then I'll do it, of course, but it's probably better that I warn them well ahead that I'm going to attempt to land in their front yard. I don't want to scare anyone. They hear a plane coming, all of a sudden they think they might get all worried, so I want to announce way ahead of time. And I want to maybe bring pizza as well or something, you know. Yeah, I feel like eating pizza. But since it's taking a while to arrive, should we just order a pizza? For the second time in our 6 years in New York? You don't want it? Amber doesn't want... She only wants to eat pizza if she bakes herself in the house or if we're in Italy, so... Alright. You make what? Sounds good. A deep dish pizza? Yeah, I would totally eat one of those. Excellent choice. Don't bake in Dutch oven. That's what Sheepa says. Yeah. You know what's another meaning to Dutch oven? Or American barbecue, they call it in Dutch. Is when you fart and you pull the covers over your partner. Is that horrible? I heard this from one of the people on stream, not... I'm just reporting what I heard. I didn't know about it either. Ember said gross. I mean... Oh! My neck, okay. Alright, where the heck is this farm? We're getting close to it? Yeah, we are. Hopefully they have fuel there. Yeah, I didn't know this one either. I did find another new word definition from that same website from Urban Dictionary, and it's called a trump. And that's a pretty gross one too. That means like when you know, you're not feeling so good and you ate a lot and you have to go to the bathroom and do a number 2 that you have to flush 2 or 3 times for it to finally go down. That's, you're gonna take a trump. That was pretty good, I thought. Oh dear. It's a mountain, little hill on the distance there. All right, we are approaching. Oh, I'm going the wrong way already. Not paying attention here. We are approaching. What was it? Jack Reel's Farm, EGTX. There's a gliding club nearby. I just take runway 3. Announce full stop landing. Announce position.
Echo Golf Tango, X-ray traffic Lovely Bird, 12 miles southwest, 1,000 feet inbound to land runway 3.
Southwest, so I have to go northeast. I'm 2 miles away, okay? Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna overfly it soon. If we actually, I think it's that thing up there, or is this thing right down here? Might be this. Oh no, it's up there, I think. Oh no, I'm about to overfly it. It's right here. It's that little air. It's that little. It's this little thing here. All right. All right. I'm just gonna go straight in. I'll do a tailwind landing, okay? There it is. All right. Put the flaps down. Yeah, I'm coming down. Yep. All the way down. What a tall pine tree here at the end of the runway. Jeez. Right. Oh. Missed the thing and I was zoomed in, so I got totally confused. A little bit hard, but not too bad. I'm just gonna put the parking, I think it's right here. Alright, nicely done. We decided to land on this farm here. Oh, put the parking brakes. Let's turn off the machine. A pretty little lovely bird. And that is a flight. The next one we'll go visit Haywards Heath and land there. I'm gonna get back to my day job over here. My side job of being a digital pilot Microsoft Flight Simulator continues without a crash so far. If we out tab out to NeoFly, we can see my finances have $37,000 now, almost $38,000. That's pretty good. No crash yet. I've done I took some tourists to photograph the Earl of Yarborough monument. I dropped some medics for someone that had a ingrown toenail down in the south coast. We did that was a tough cargo flight up north in bad weather. Then we came back with this fragile stuff that we managed to land without breaking to come back south. And then we dropped a couple of firefighters over here near Rottingdean. That's where my grandfather lived. He was blinded in the First World War, so after his wife died, he was put into St. Dunstan's Hospital for the blind here in Brighton. So I used to come to Brighton as a kid quite often. Lovely town. I heard it's really expensive there now because apparently it's, I don't know, maybe because Banksy is from there, I don't know. But in the next flight, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, we're going to go north of Brighton. We'll fly over Brighton. We'll see the pier. You know, we'll take some tourists to photograph. There's already a mission there. Tourists asked to see the war memorial there. To get that mission, we have to go pick up the tourists in a Bognor Regis golf course. Not Bognor, the restaurant in Malta that you should avoid at all costs, but Bognor Regis, the town here, the golf course. Then we're going to fly over to Brighton. And after we do that, then the tourists are going to have to come and see Hayward's Heath as well, because that's where my cousin lives, and his son Domit, who I've played in GTA and other games sometimes. And we're going to maybe even do a landing in a soccer field here or something. I mean, you can take a look at the satellite and pick like a field to land over here. Okay, that's going to be the next one. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Sheepa. And I'm Hypertext Hero, and I'm out. Looking forward to playing Elite with you, or Star Citizen again sometime, all right? Have a great evening, have a great morning, have a good afternoon wherever you are. Peace. And we're out. First, but before we go out, let's see anyone is on Twitch who I'm following who's online now. Maybe we'll go and do a little bit of not really. Most people offline, so all right, we'll leave it at here. Peace out, and see you again soon.